What if I told you that the biggest reason you're not living your dream life isn't fear, a lack of money, or even a lack of talent? What if I told you it's other people's opinions? Think about it. From the moment we were kids, most of us were trained to seek approval. We were taught to behave a certain way, choose safe careers, dress properly, speak carefully, and most importantly, never ever disappoint others. Slowly, without even realizing it, we start living our lives according to what everyone else expects from us, not what we truly want for ourselves. And that's where our freedom silently slips away. We become prisoners of perception, constantly worried about what the world will think. But here's the hard truth. No matter what you do, people will always have something to say. If you succeed, they'll call you lucky. If you fail, they'll say, "I told you so." If you stay quiet, you're weak. If you speak up, you're arrogant. You see, it's a game you can never win. You can't control what people think or say about you, but you absolutely can control how much power you give their opinions. The moment you stop caring what people think is the moment you start taking back control of your life. Let me tell you a short story about a young man named Alex. Alex loved painting. Art was his passion, his escape, and his greatest source of happiness. But whenever he told people about his dream of becoming a professional artist, they would laugh. "Art isn't a real career," they'd say. "You'll never make any money doing that." Slowly but surely, Alex started to doubt himself. He let their voices get louder than his own. So he did what everyone expected. He chose a safe, predictable job to make others happy. But deep inside, he felt completely empty. Every day, he dragged himself to work, not because he wanted to, but because he was terrified of judgment, of being seen as a failure. He was living a life that looked good on the outside but felt hollow on the inside. One day, Alex wandered into a small, quiet art gallery and met an old painter. The painter looked so peaceful, so content. Alex, feeling lost, approached him and asked, "Weren't you scared of what people would think? Weren't you afraid of failing?" The old man smiled kindly and replied, "Of course, I was scared. But one day, I realized something incredibly important. The people who judge you are not living your life. They are living theirs. When you're on your deathbed, looking back, their opinions won't matter at all. But your regrets? Your regrets will weigh a ton." That single conversation changed everything for Alex. It was like a switch flipped in his mind. He went home, dusted off his old canvases, and started painting again. At first, it was just for himself, in the quiet of his room. Then he started sharing his work online. The criticism came, just as he expected. Some people ignored him. Some mocked his style. But this time it was different. He didn't stop. He kept going, fueled by his own passion instead of being paralyzed by their opinions. Over time, something amazing happened. His skills improved dramatically. His confidence grew with every brushstroke. And eventually, the same people who once doubted him started praising him. They called him talented, inspiring. But by then, Alex had already learned the most important lesson of all. Their approval was never needed in the first place. His validation had to come from within. The reality is, caring too much about what other people think is a form of self-sabotage. It's like building your own cage and locking yourself inside. It stops you from trying new things, from making mistakes, from learning, and ultimately, from growing into the person you're meant to be. When you live for approval, you start to lose your identity. You wear a mask, pretending to be someone you're not just to fit in, and the saddest part? Even with the mask on, people still won't be satisfied. If you truly want to change your life, you have to accept one hard truth. Not everyone will like you. And that is perfectly okay. You are not here on this earth to please every single person you meet. You are here to live your life with purpose, with honesty, and with courage. The people who truly matter, the ones who belong in your life, will respect you for being real, not for being a perfect, polished version of what they want you to be. So the next time you hesitate, the next time you feel that fear of judgment creeping in, I want you to stop and ask yourself one simple question. Is this my life, or is it theirs? Because the moment you decide to stop caring what other people think, you unlock a new level of confidence, freedom, and inner peace. And that, my friend, is when your real life truly begins. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more.